I'm Curran Bhatia here in Midtown Manhattan here with Callum Walsh. Callum, how are you doing, my friend?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm a bit wet from the walk here, but other than that, I'm doing fine.
We know that you are going to be fighting in Madison Square Garden. It's the first boxing match on UFC Fight Pass. It's 2 days before a massive UFC event. So you're only 22 years old. What does this opportunity mean?
I'm very grateful for this opportunity, but I felt this my whole life. I've been boxing since I was 6 years old. I always felt like I was destined for greatness. Even that's why I didn't do well in school. I didn't care about that stuff. I felt like I was here to do big things in this sport, and I'm very grateful to be able to do this at such a young age.
We've seen the photo that you've been posting as a 6-year-old. You've lived this, and you are from Ireland, of course. Obviously, one of your inspirations is Conor McGregor. You met Conor McGregor cage side at a fight. He actually knew who you were. So what was that experience like?
Yeah, that was probably one of the craziest things that ever happened to me. I was expecting, when I seen him, I knew we were going to be sitting close to each other, so I was expecting to, when I seen him, go up and introduce myself and whatever. But so he walked in and everybody was calling him, and he looked, and he kind of looked back and seen me, and he saluted me, and I was like, and there was all these NFL players and stuff next to me, and they were like, "Oh, do you know him?" So then I went around the front, and I went up to him and asked him for a picture, and he was like, "Oh, Callum, I love your boxing. I support you 100%. Like, up the Irish," and we talked for a minute, and it was definitely a cool experience.
I'm sure it was amazing to meet one of your combat sports idols. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about your perseverance and your story. You showed up at the Wildcard Gym with, of course, Hall of Fame trainer Freddie Roach, one of the best trainers in the game. And there was no shortcuts for you. You walked in just like anyone else could, and you went up to Freddie and asked him to train you. How did it go down, and how did Freddie decide to train you?
Yeah, so I showed up there during COVID. There wasn't much happening in there. There wasn't many fighters. So Freddie wasn't taking in new fighters. So I showed up, I took my chances, and he told me I have to spar on my first day. First day I got there, I sparred, and he liked what he seen, and he told me I could come back the next day, and I've been there ever since.
You've been there ever since. You're undefeated, 8-0, 7 knockouts. You're a 6-time champion in Ireland. Now you're looking to make your name here. You're going to be doing so in November 9th. This is a massive opportunity. Your opponent is actually from the Bronx, so he's going to technically have the, let's say, home court advantage. I know that you're expecting the Irish fans to come out. What do you expect the atmosphere to be like at Madison Square Garden?
Yeah, he's going to have the home court advantage, but I'm going to have the support of the Irish. There's going to be a lot of us here. There's going to be a lot of us here, and I'm going to enjoy it. And to be honest, I don't care. He's going to have the home court advantage, but I want to come into his town and prove that I'm here to stay. I feel like this is the start of a great career for me here in MSG.
We've seen Conor light it up in the cage and his persona bigger than life. I'm sure you're looking to follow that route and do your talking in the ring as well. Do you have an official prediction for November 9th?
No, I always predict the fight to end as quick as possible. That's how I like to do them. I like to get in and break them down and get the fight over with and go and enjoy my night. The fight is the part I enjoy, but it's the easiest part for me. I train very hard and I put in the work, but I like to get it over quick. I like to get it over quick, have a nice early night so I can go meet all the people that came to see me.
And just to close it out, final question. We know you've been doing this since you were 6 years old, 22 now. This moment upcoming, can you put into words what this opportunity means for you?
This means everything for me. This is what people dream of. This is the arena that people dream of fighting in, and not a lot of people get to do it. So I'm very grateful that I can do it at 22 years old. And like I said, I feel like this is just the beginning of me fighting here.
Best of luck to you in November.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks very much.
Thank you.